Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück. Hier ist der Videospieler und ich spiele wieder Shardlight. Nachdem ich eine kleine Pause gemacht habe, von der ihr aber wahrscheinlich nichts mitkriegen werdet, weil die Videos erst später hochgeladen werden. Höchstens ihr kriegt mit, dass ich mich jetzt erst wieder reinfinden muss, was ich denn überhaupt machen muss. Ich muss zum... Hallo und herzlich willkommen, hier ist der Videospieler und wir spielen wieder Shardlight. Wir sind jetzt hier auf der Übersichtskarte und wir müssen zu den Salzseen, um unser Holz zu imprägnieren, dass wir dann aktiviertes Kohlenstoff bekommen, den wir für den Luftfilter von Gordon brauchen. Also gehen wir zum Salt Flats. Oh, sehr cool hier mit dem Zug.
I can't believe I never knew about this place. It's the perfect spot to get away from everything.
Das ist mal
Am I hearing things or is that
eigentlich ein geiler Screen, muss ich sagen.
Looks like this train has been here a long time. I wonder when the last time it actually ran was. It's locked. How odd. This door looks as though it's been in use recently. It's locked.
Okay.
It's locked. I'm surprised this thing hasn't been chopped down for firewood yet. It's way beyond any sort of help now. Looks as though someone has been excavating for salt here. Probably Gus. Plenty of salt has been dug up here. I'll take a handful.
So.
Okay, I'll rub salt into the wood. That should prep it for carbonization.
So, und jetzt? Ist da noch irgendwas, was ich hier machen kann? Schade um den coolen Screen-Menü. Oh gut, klar. Ich komme auf jeden Fall hier nochmal zurück. Aber im Moment werde ich hier nicht viel mehr machen können. Wenn die Tür geschlossen ist, dann gehen wir eben wieder zurück.
Just had to come back, huh?
Natürlich.
I keep you around for some things.
Oh, knock it off, Amy. You sound almost happy to see me.
Mal sehen, ob ich jetzt nicht wieder nur einen leeren Eimer rauskriege, sondern auch den Kohlenstoff, den ich brauche. Das reicht jetzt wahrscheinlich, das kann ich ausmachen.
Nice. The wood burned long enough to become activated carbon.
What?
Spend some time reading Nelson's science books and you might learn something.
Wahrscheinlich kann er gar nicht lesen. So, super.
Don't get into any trouble, Dunby.
Hey, I'm not the one going around setting stuff on fire.
Und wenn wir das erledigt haben, dann können wir wieder zu den Rebellen gehen. sagen, wir haben unsere Aufgabe erledigt.
Gordon, look. I got you some charcoal for your gas mask's filter.
I don't believe it. I don't know what to say.
Then listen. Nelson has a science book explaining how you can make charcoal filters. It's really not that difficult. If you can find or make more masks, you can make filters and provide them to anyone who needs them.
I'm stunned, Amy. Thank you for your help.
We've all got to look out for each other.
Ah, die kommen mal wieder.
Merchant, a word if you would.
What do you want?
Aurelius of the Ministry of Resources is officially requesting your supply of raw brass.
What? But brass is my most valuable material. It's practically impossible to come by these days.
Correct. Which is why in exchange, the Ministry is offering you 10 food vouchers a week. Do you accept this offer?
I don't know. 10 food vouchers a week is a lot, but I'll have to think about it.
Very well. If you change your mind, please notify the Ministry, but know that this offer will not last forever. Good day to you, citizen.
That's a tough offer to refuse. Why didn't you accept?
Because if I hand over my materials to the aristocracy, I won't have enough to provide to Danton.
That's pretty loyal, Gordon.
She's what we need to change this place, even if it hurts in the short term.
Das ist mal echt interessant. Die gehen auch immer direkt zu denen hin.
Glad to see you've returned. I assume you've managed to sort things out with our suppliers?
Yes.
You've done well, Amy. I think you'll get along here just fine. But understand this. Committing yourself to help the Resistance is not a promise made lightly. We require your full cooperation and transparency. No secrets or lies. Do I make myself clear?
I understand, but remember not to ask for things you can't return.
Naturally. Now come with me. Thank you for helping our suppliers. As you can probably tell, recruitment has been slow, which has hindered our progress. But I think with your help, we just may be able to initiate some changes.
What is it you had in mind?
That letter you brought us came from our contact in the Ministry of Medicine. It contained extremely valuable information. I need you to infiltrate the Ministry of Medicine and confirm what this letter says. Do you have any questions?
Ja, wie soll ich das machen?
This Milton, who was he? Why did knowing my father make him trust me?
As I mentioned before, he was our double agent in the Ministry of Energy. With his help, we were able to establish our contact in the Ministry of Medicine. In the early days of the rebellion, Milton also recruited your father as the official mechanic. They were good friends. I never met Cooper myself, but my understanding is that he was just as loyal as Milton. Losing them both has been a blow. Think we'll manage, though. After all, we have you now.
You mentioned my father was with the rebellion in the early days. How come he never mentioned it?
It doesn't surprise me. The previous attempt at a rebellion was met with disastrous failure. They didn't manage to get very far before being discovered and quelled by the aristocracy. Your father and Milton were the only original members to escape unharmed. It's taken us a very long time to get back on track, but I intend to avenge our forefathers and deliver the justice they died for.
If you're so against the government, why do you use the Ministry of Medicine's symbol as your code to get in here?
That's exactly what the aristocracy would expect. Having our own symbol would make us easier to find once they figured out what it was. Sometimes the best way to hide things is to put them in plain sight.
Can you tell me what it is I meant to find?
Our contact was unable to provide the exact details in case the letter was intercepted. But if the information he did give us is correct, it means the government is covering up something very important having to do with the green lung vaccine. If you confirm this, it will be exactly what we need to expose the government's lies and incite a revolution.
What if it turns out to be a false lead?
It won't. Believe me, you'll find something in there. You have to.
What's the plan for getting me into the Ministry of Medicine?
An excellent question. You know how the wealthy have contracts with the aristocracy based on their support when they first formed?
I have a vague idea, sure.
If a government supporter were to show signs of green lung, the aristocracy would waste no time in sending a doctor to treat them. I want you to go to Fripp Square. My sources tell me that a notable supporter has recently been showing symptoms of the plague. His name is Silas Harrison. He should be visited by a doctor very soon. Find out when and where the visit will take place. Then, intercept the doctor, disguise yourself, and enter the Ministry of Medicine. Once you've done that, you'll locate the central storage room, where they keep the vaccine supply. I suspect that's where you'll find what we're looking for.
Maybe I should write all this down. It's a lot to keep track of.
No, I'm sorry, but we can't have a paper trail. I trust you'll be able to make this happen. I know it's complicated and dangerous, but believe me when I say this information will change everything.
I guess I should get started.
Good. Head over to Fripp Square and find out where Harrison is. That should get you close enough to intercept his doctor. You might also try checking at the ministry itself. They might have some information on when the doctor is set to make his house call. Once you're in the ministry, you can identify our contact by using the code phrase. I'm not sure how much help he'll be able to give you, but having an ally on the inside is at least better than nothing. I wish you luck, Amy. Remember that if you succeed, the Resistance will reward you in far greater ways than the aristocracy ever could.
Okay.
I shouldn't interrupt. She's hard at work.
Also, wir haben einen Auftrag.
Looks like she's writing down coordinates. Rule 1. Do not talk about the rebellion. Rule 2. Do not talk about the rebellion.
Shouldn't you be getting on with your task, Amy?
Ich guck mich jetzt erstmal ein
There's a
bisschen
bunch of stuff scribbled on it.
Don't waste time with that, Amy. You've got more.
Ah, nerv mich
They
nicht.
must use this for target practice. The wig and noose are a nice touch. I'd love to get in some target practice, but she's really good. I've never seen... I don't want to break... He's doing a nice job fixing that crossbow. Is that an Allen wrench?
Yep, scavenged it out in the waste. I got lucky.
I'll say you did. I've been looking for one for ages.
Can let you borrow this one once I'm done with it, if you need it.
Remember to wipe your feet when entering. There are no maids in this resistance. I should probably... He seems to be hard at work on something. Need any help with that?
Nah, I'm alright.
He's sound asleep. Tough-looking guy. Hey.
What do you want?
Jetzt seid ihr nicht so unfreundlich.
How'd you get involved with Danton anyway?
She's family.
She is?
Yeah. When her parents died of green lung, she was left homeless and forced to beg on the streets. My folks took pity and adopted her. She can be kind of hot-tempered and rush into things, but I try and keep her in check as best I can.
What's your theory on what's inside the Ministry of Medicine?
Knowing the aristocracy, it could be just about anything. But from what I've heard Danton say, it's definitely something big.
Keep on doing what you're doing.
Mm.
She doesn't look... hi.
Don't bother. The aristocrats cut out her tongue.
My God, that's awful. Why would they do that?
She used to work for the Ministry of Knowledge. She was caught stealing books, and that was her punishment. Apparently, Claudius did it himself. Ugly business.
Na. Cat got your tongue. Also, dann werden wir mal unseren Auftrag in Angriff nehmen. Ach, schon wieder. Sag mal, die sind heute sehr aktiv.
Good day to you, merchant.
Go away, you dog. I have nothing to say to you.
Now, there's no need to be.
I just try to make my living here. I have family to take care of, and no help from the aristocracy.
Well, if you would just let me.
My brother Pavel went out scavenging days ago and has not returned. We're all worried he's dead. What does the aristocracy do? Nothing. Sit in their towers and watch us starve. You are young. You do not remember life before the bombs. It was different. Guards were our friends, not monsters.
I appreciate your position, but...
Look, I think it's best if you just go. She's clearly upset.
Fine. I was here to extend an offer of food vouchers from the Ministry of Resources. But if she feels that way, it's her loss. Good day to you, citizen. I apologize for upsetting you.
Oh, thank you, Amy. I always get so angry when I see those guards.
Tja. Fripp Square? Ministry of Medicine. Erstmal Ministry of Medicine. Da würde ich hier nicht viel machen können.
That's a nice statue, although the base looks a bit unstable. I can't reach it. He looks kind of bored.
Dann legen ich ihn mal ein bisschen ab.
Excuse me.
What is it, citizen?
Could you tell me about this building, sir?
You don't get out much, do you? This is the Ministry of Medicine. They're in charge of all health-related issues in the city.
So this is where people come to get their vaccines?
Correct. Entry is by appointment only, I'm afraid.
I kind of figured as much. You know someone named Silas Harrison?
Silas Harrison? The name sounds familiar. But then, I see plenty of names on a daily basis. I have to write the name of all scheduled appointments here in my ledger.
Ah.
Don't suppose I could have a peek at your ledger?
Afraid not, miss. This is for government eyes only. And, not to be rude, but you don't look like a government employee to me.
I just have to say...
Good for you, miss. Now please, move along.
Keep up the good work.
Have a nice day, miss.
Must be some kind of checkpoint for visitors. Doesn't look like it would be very comfortable in there. I can't get in there with... The guard has the door closed. Something tells me that's a good thing. Going in there while the guard is around would get me in... Let's hope this works.
What was that? What a mess. I told them this would happen eventually.
Let's just have a look at this ledger. Here we go. Silas Harrison is being visited by a doctor this evening for a green lung treatment. This information could be very important to certain people. Might be a good idea to take it with me.
Okay. Ich habe schon alles rausgefunden, was ich brauche.
The main entrance to the Ministry of Medicine. Even if it wasn't locked, I don't think I could just go waltzing in there without permission. I'd better not disturb him right now.
Ist jetzt noch irgendwas Spannendes hier?
There's no mistaking the Ministry of Energy Tower. Tiberius really has a great view of the whole city. Fripp Square. I do so love the dirty looks I get from people when I walk through here.
Ja, das sieht ja hier richtig posch aus. Hier, ist nicht so runtergekommen wie da, wo wir uns aufhalten. Okay, also ich spiele dann beim nächsten Mal weiter. Ja. Mir gefällt es immer noch sehr gut. Ich hoffe euch auch. Tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal. Euer Videospieler. Dieses Video ist nun vorbei, aber wenn es euch gefallen hat, dann schaut doch mal meine anderen Videos an, abonniert meinen Kanal, folgt mir auf Twitter oder unterstützt mich finanziell auf Patreon. Vielen Dank.